Hello, strong people. It is week 6, day 3 of Northeast Regional Prep Battle at the Bridge. It's my secondary press day of the week, which is day 3, always, pretty much. That hasn't changed in years now. So, it's not going to be, I don't have a whole lot to do today aside from, the main exercises. Like, I have, still stuff to do, but it's a lot lower volume, kind of, a little bit lighter, just not pushing the envelope too much right now. I've realized that I say envelope, by the way, instead of envelope. My wife pointed that out to me the other day, and I haven't quite really stopped thinking about it. Is that like an old person way to say envelope? Envelope? I don't know. You get the point. So, not a whole lot to say. I'm definitely feeling yesterday's deadlift session. Good night's sleep, though. Not much else to really say about it. I mean, it was good. I'm happy with it. My coach hasn't got back to me with it yet, and I'm waiting to see what he had to say about the sandbag toss more so than anything, because that felt really good too. To have that good of a training session on the heaviest training session I'm going to have this session, like this prep, that is a huge confidence boost. So I'm very happy with it. Also, I'm training very late tonight compared to how I usually do. It's like 7:30 right now, a little bit after 7:30. I usually train a little bit later, like every other Thursday, because my wife works late on every other Thursday. So when we have 2 dogs, now obviously I don't want to put the dogs in the the crate or anything like that. So I could bring them out here, but they get antsy and stuff, and I don't want to do that to them. Plus, it's pretty hot out right now. So I stay inside with them, hang out. And then whenever she gets home, I come out and I do my thing. So today she ran a little bit later because she had to go. I don't even remember what she had to go. Oh, airing her tire. And then out of nowhere, she's like, "What do you want from Taco Bell?" And I'm like, "Well, just give me one of those value beef burrito things, for like $2." And while she was doing that, I checked the menu to see what it was actually called, just so I could be sure that I got the right thing. So I did that, sent it to her. It's cheesy double beef burrito. I think that's what it's called. And she messaged me after she went through the line and was like, "Well, I think I got you bean burritos." I'm like, "How did that happen?" So she said the $2 beef value burrito, and the person on the Taco Bell employee was like, "Do you mean bean burrito?" And then of course my wife was like, "Yeah, that." So I ended up with 2 bean burritos, which I don't want. I'm mad at the Taco Bell employee because she clearly said beef. So if you're not sure what they mean, and your first instinct, there's like 17 beef burritos on the menu. I could have taken any one of them and been happy. But she switched it to bean. Now, I don't dislike beans, but I would never order a bean burrito, only beans. So I was more or less just like, that's like saying, "Hey, I want the cheeseburger," and then your waiter being like, "I'll get you the chicken sandwich." And like, that's 2 different things. That's not what I wanted. You could have given me any beef burrito on the menu. I would have been like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." But no, I got bean burrito with raw onions, a little bit of red sauce, and some cheese, which I probably shouldn't have eaten before coming out of here anyway, but I did have a burrito. So we'll see if it helps or hurts me. I don't know. I feel a little bit more energized. This is actually, I used to work out at like 8:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, just because that's when I prefer to do it. Back in college and whatever. And I don't think that was a good idea necessarily, because I would still take pre-workout and then not be able to sleep or something after. So I wised up, do it right after work. I would have time to wind down after. And definitely got off topic there, but I felt like the need to share my bean burrito story. So I am thankful that she got me something from Taco Bell. She was also upset that they said bean burrito. So it's just a funny story that you say beef, and they're like, "You want the bean?" And I'm like, "No, but okay." All right, let's do some pressing. I talked too long. right, so my pressing is done. Well, sort of. I have dumbbell presses, light dumbbell presses, like one set, kind of what I had last week. Those went good. They were strong feeling. I don't know if I've done 360 for 6 before or not. I almost said 5. Was I doing 5 the whole time? I need to go back and watch videos now. If I was doing 5, I'm going to be upset because I know I was supposed to be doing 6, so wouldn't be the first time I messed up counting. And then the last set was supposed to be a plus set. There was no pluses there. I'm pretty sure I did 6. I hope I did 6. But yeah, that was it. There was no 7th rep there. I tried for it and I just lost it. But that's okay. On to lighter dumbbell rows now. I like there's a little bit of a difference here between these dumbbell rows. So when I go light, I definitely feel my lat engage more. When I go heavy, I feel like I'm moving better weight, obviously. So I still feel the lat, but it just feels like I'm getting, this is going to sound like a duh type of thing, but I don't know which I prefer. Light dumbbell rows like that where I can really get a good contraction and feel the lat move, or going really heavy and just building strength through a heavy row motion, because heavy rows help everything. So obviously I've been going pretty heavy on that movement the last few weeks, so I'm excited to kind of slow it down and do some more high rep, lower weight sets. That's really about all I got. Oh, something else I was going to mention today. So if you don't know what Sharp Shopper is, you need to. I doubt they're in your area. To my knowledge, I don't think they're like statewide or anything. I think I only know of like 2 or 3, so in my area. And pretty much all it is it's a cheaper store for the most part. They have it's a grocery store, but they get a lot of like leftover stuff from other stores, it seems like, that they can still sell. Like fresh meat will go there, frozen, and then they'll mark it down because it's frozen, it's no longer fresh. So you every now and then you can get like a pound or 3 pounds of turkey burger for like $2, which I load up when they have that. But I always go there for the frozen pizzas. Now I try not to eat too many frozen pizzas, but that doesn't always go that well. If there's like, if we're not making dinner, and then, if we're not making dinner, and then there's like, I don't know, there's just, I don't have rice made. These are all going to be excuses for me to eat frozen pizza, by the way, so just get ready. Basically, if there's nothing else in the house that sounds good, that kind of fits what I need for the night, frozen pizza. Classic go-to. Good calories, high in fat for sure. But it has decent protein, and especially if I've had a lighter meal during the day, which doesn't usually happen, on training days, or if I just feel like I'm kind of, like I need better recovery or more calories in general, frozen pizza is the go-to. Anyway, I always snag a few when I'm there. And they had some thin crust DiGiorno. DiGiorno, if you're listening, sponsor me. And they had thin crust. I don't typically like thin crust. I like all pizza, but thin crust is what they had. And there were gluten-free ones right next to it. And of course, I reached for the thin crust, and I realized when I got home that I had bought 2 thin crusts and 1 gluten-free. So I accidentally bought a gluten-free pizza. And I'm pretty upset about it, because every gluten-free pizza I've ever seen has looked awful. It just does. So I may put that in tonight just to see, because if it's chances are I'm still probably going to eat it, no matter how bad it is. But these are all first world problems, by the way. I've only complained about things that would only affect first world people, so I don't want to complain too much. I mean, shout out to the people who are gluten-free, because I feel bad for you people. Everything good in this world has gluten in it. I've gotten off topic a lot tonight. That's okay. There's something really peaceful about lifting later at night. I don't know what it is. Maybe this is why I always like lifting at night. It was like a good end to the day. It's what I always looked forward to. I still look forward to it. So I've talked enough again here. Let's load up the dumbbells and do my 3 sets of 10. I don't know if I need to lean over for you to see me, but figured that I'd mic up for these last 2 sets because I don't really have much to show you after that. So we'll just do it this way. We'll do a set and then we'll chat. I like to kind of set my lat, like feel the pull before I actually do the rep. Something I didn't do before, up until pretty recent, I guess. Like I said, I don't know if you can see me, but I like those. The more I've done these dumbbell rows, the more I've liked them. Still not my favorite. I don't like any row that you lean over, like bent over rows. Pendlay rows, hit or miss. I really like seated cable rows, but don't always get to do them. Plus, they're cable, so free weight's better in my opinion, just in general. At least for strength. Not saying you can't use machines, but nothing does the job quite like free weights. You know something that's kind of irritating? Strongman Corporation still has not released events for nationals. Some strongmen, can be kind of picky. Like they want the events like 6 months ahead of time. I think that's a little ridiculous, but I think it's stupid to prep 6 months for a show. Unless you're top of the top and like you're prepping for Worlds or something like that, then you do what you want. You made it that far. Good on you. But 6 months for one show? I don't know about that. Maybe I would consider doing something like that if if I was going for a really big show like OSG, because it would be my first time going there. I'd consider a long prep like that, but I don't even think the events are out that far in advance, so it just doesn't matter either way. I don't know, but last year, the events for Strongman Corp Nationals were out in April, I'm pretty sure. Early April. Get out of here, bug. Get off my deadlift suit. They were out. Like today is what, mid-May? May 8th? No, not 18th. 17th, 16th, something like that. Nationals is a whole month earlier this year. And the events, so last year, show was in October, late October. Events were released mid-April, somewhere in mid-April. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's way far in advance, however many months this is. 7 months. That's early. That was great. We thought that was all amazing as athletes because we want to know, obviously, but because it's a big deal going to nationals for some people. Like if they don't like, now you shouldn't, I don't think you should pick shows based on events. Always. Sometimes, yeah, if it sounds really cool, really fun, why not? But if it's nationals, Like, regardless of OSG, what the events would be, I would still go. I don't care for the worst events ever. It's OSG. Like, you know, anyway, Nationals this year is September, end of September, and it's May right now, mid-May, and we still don't have them. So what, May, June, July, August, September. It's a whole, they're 2 months behind already at this point, which is kind of crazy. I just want some sort of consistency there. And Nationals is kind of up in the air for me. What happens June 1st is going to determine a lot. And I don't know. Ideally, here, I'll talk more after I do this set. Set the lat. Set the lat. Anyway, ideal scenario, I would know the qualifier for the online qualifier for OSG ends the end of August, I believe. So I don't know. This is going to be, it's going to depend on a few different things here. So if I qualify for OSG, I won't know until the end of August. And Nationals is less than a month after that. So I don't know. I don't know when the last sign-up date for Nationals usually is, because there is a final sign-up date. I don't know, because there's also, if need be, I will push the OSG qualifier to that final week in August if I have to. And that would mean minimal prep for whatever the national events would be. Like a 3-week prep and done. Which is not ideal, but it is what it is. You're a strongman, you should be prepared for whatever most of the time. But if I win regional, of course, regional on June 1st, then I can forego nationals if I want to. I can still do it. And then I would have earned my Arnold invite at that point. That's ideal. Perfect scenario. Everything goes to plan. Everything goes perfectly right. I win regional. I can skip nationals. I can train for OSG. And of course, I might not even make it to OSG, even if I do all that right. So that would leave the end of the year wide open for pretty much whatever. At that point, I'd probably do like a USS show just to qualify for nationals, because I haven't done USS Nats. What I didn't realize in years prior was I'd qualified for USS Nats like 3 times, and I had no idea. I didn't know the podium went. So I could have done USS Nats like 3 times. But I didn't know. I had no idea. I wasn't informed enough. I just didn't know. So I don't know. It'd be really funny and coincidental if I stop this recording, check Instagram, and I see that national events have been posted. That'd be really awesome. And based on what the events were the last 2 years, they're probably not going to repeat events, so I can make guesses, but they like to throw in some curveballs here and there with events, so I don't know. Part of me wants to do nationals, part of me doesn't want to do nationals. Just depends. It's also going to depend on vacation time, so there's work involved, of course. You got to pay to go to these things, and they're expensive, and you got to make sure you have enough PTO for them as well. I can work and earn PTO, of course, within some. I don't know the exact details of how that works because I haven't done it yet, but it's nice to have that in my back pocket if I need it. So I don't know. whole lot of ifs happening. I don't know, we'll see. I've talked enough, and it's late enough. I'm going to end the video and finish up what I got. I bet you can't even see my head in these videos. You're probably just staring like right below my neck or something. Either way, event day Saturday. Big event day. So, got to rest up. Until then, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.